Hi guys. So I was just filming, I actually started the video, did not realize that the video had cut because I did not put in my memory card. So I have to now go over again. But that's okay. So welcome to another episode of Let's Talk, Review, Rant, Rave, / whatever else. Shadowhunters Season 3 Episode 2. So this week's episode was The Powers That Be. And I have 3 points to talk on. So let's begin with the first point, which is Lilith and the ley lines. So first up in Lilith and the ley lines, that did not happen in the book, which was an interesting, factor that they added in. But I have to say that I have no idea how this is going to go. So when we come to Lilith and the ley lines, so apparently she's like picking people who kill their husbands and their wives. I don't know why. I guess she has conflict with her husband or ex-husband, Adam. And she makes them, well, she cuts their throats in the weirdest way ever. She just uses her nail, cuts their throats, and they go over a table, and the blood just pours out, just keeps pouring out. I'm still wondering if they even survive at the end of it, because there's a lot of blood that they seem to be losing. And apparently when the blood reaches full maximum on the table, something happens, like the ley lines have a surge and it affects the warlocks or anything that has demon blood within it and is magical. So I would assume that the fairies actually get affected as well, but we don't get to see it. I'm shocked that werewolves don't get affected and and that they don't just miraculously change. If they did that, that would have been very interesting as well. Moving on to point number 2, which was Malik, my favorite couple within that show. I just basically want a Malik sitcom. If we can get that, that'd be nice. Hi, Cassie. Hi. Hello. We want a Malik sitcom. I think the entire Shadowhunters fandom, we want that. Like Jason Clary, we love you guys. Simon and Maya, we love you. Oh wait, no. That's in the show. In the books, it's actually Simon and Isabel. We love them a lot, but that's not happening right now. But I think that we more love Malik. I know we more love Malik, so we'd like a Malik sitcom. But let's move on. So yeah, so during the show, there was this time that Malik, their first scene at the beginning of the show is just, oh my gosh, my heart cannot even, guys, like seriously. I was so in my feels that I basically screamed. I can't remember what it was for, but they did something and I just like screamed so loud. And woo! Ah! I just love them. Oh my gosh, I cannot even right now. So when they're at the party and Alec is talking to that little warlock girl, and then the shit starts happening and the circle thing, I can't remember what it's called, appears, and Magnus gets in front doing his woo-ju-ju-ju to protect his boyfriend, and that little girl, I was just like, you protect your boo, okay? You protect your boo. I fully understand. One thing that did piss me off was the fact that we found out that Asmodeus is Magnus's dad. I mean, I knew that because I read the books, but we find out that in book 6 or 7, the last book. We find that out in City of Heavenly Fire. And I mean, I think we started hearing about who's Magnus's dad in like book 4 or 5 or something. I think it was book 4. And I'm like, okay, so you have to keep reading and you keep reading and you keep reading and you're like, oh God, we're never gonna find out who's his dad. And then we get to Edom, and it's only when we get there find out who his dad is. What the hell? What the hell? Because I thought that the book was going to finish and we would never find out. And I actually kind of like cheated and Googled it. But we did. And then I was like, okay, why are you telling us that's his dad now? Because Magnus and Alec actually have a fight about it. And they have a fight about his immortality as well. And it was so many contributing factors to why they broke up. That was one of them, because Magnus kept secrets from Alec. And then Alec started keeping secrets. And then there was a whole bunch of drama. But the point is, why you tell us that now? We did not need to know that now. Like, we did not need to know that. I mean, yeah, Alec could have overheard the whole conversation with that new warlock boy. But Magnus could have found a way to lie about it, which would have been better. I think that was poor writing and poor constructing. That's just the writer in me and the productionist in me. But I still think that it was uncalled for to say that now. We should have had more time to wonder about who is Magnus Bane, where does he come from? There's something off about him, you know, something like that. But oh my goodness, his warlock mark though, those eyes. Like, guys, can we at least have a full episode of Magnus with cat eyes? Because frick, man, I love Bane. I love him so much. Now moving on to my last talking point, which was Clary and Jace. The chase. Oh yeah. We can actually call them chase. Yeah, we could. We really could. First of all, what the actual... Y'all serious? Y'all serious about this whole go on a date thing? Like, that was the most awkward date ever. And the fact that Clary was not upset that Jay slept with Maya was just wrong. Simon wasn't upset either. I was upset. Like, the way that they found out, though, I was very happy that the cat was out the bag or the butterfly was in the open. Okay. But it was just so hilarious. And I laughed so freaking hard for that scene. Because, I mean, it was the way that he talked about the butterfly tattoo, and then Simon brought it up, and then he was just like, chug, 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 chug. I spoke too much. It was hilarious. I love that part of the show. It was freaking brilliant. I have to say, it was brilliant. But the fact that Clary wants to like sleep with Jace, I guess that she was the same way in the book, that she wanted to sleep with him because he was known for sleeping with other people. But they don't have sex until they get to Edom, no. Which mind you was ridiculous, because in that part of the book, Cassandra writes about how Clary hears the tear of the foil packet, meaning a condom. And I'm just thinking, you're going to the demon realms, right? You're going to Asmodeus' home, which is Edom, and so you just woke up with a condom in your back pocket. Really? Do we go to demon realms with condoms in our back pockets? I mean, if you had an extra stelly, I would have been like, okay, I totally understand that, because you know you're gonna need a stelly if one breaks. But really, a condom? Really, Jace? You had plans, didn't you? You go, boy. And Clary wants to sleep with him. He doesn't want to sleep with her because he keeps having these weird dreams about him stabbing her, which is actually funny. But overall, it was a really good episode. I enjoyed it. I still would recommend. I need to wrap this video up really quick because I have to go pack my bags, which I will be filming as well. Anyway, so if you love a trashy kind of show, like I have to say it's trashy, but it's great. I love it. It's kind of like Supernatural, but not as demonic and scary as Supernatural. So go watch Shadowhunters if you love it. You can find it on Freeform and all those great stuff. I love you guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.